Welcome to the ET420 how-to video for the Parallax C Start Simple Part B. Okay, let's continue our lab with floating point numbers. So we're going to go to Project, Open, and we'll go Documents, Simple IDE, to your Learn folder, Examples, and see Intro, Basics, and floating point calculations. And that's not our COM port, so let's do 3 and see if that works. And we have a nice floating point calculation and answer. Okay, so let's make the requested modifications. And since this one is a picture and not text, I'm going to have to type it. So I move the brace down. I'm going to tab over and float A equals pi times, with our asterisk, R times R, asterisk R, which means R squared. And we're going to go ahead and print in quotes area equals space %F, which means float, space backslash in and quotes. That means new line, and we're going to put a variable in there and close it, and let's move up the brace. It doesn't have to be, and let's try it. And it looks good. Okay, next thing to do is work with arrays. So we're going to Project, Open, and Index Array Variables. And there we go. So we're making a array P as an integer with these values. And we're going to go from 0 to 5. There should be 6 variables. So once it gets to 6, it's going to shut down. So we're going to print each one of those. So we're going to P decimal value equals a decimal value, new line, I, and our array. And we're going to pause a half a second. So let's run this. And we have all of our numbers in our array. Good. Okay, it's asked us to make some changes to this program. Let's do that. So let's see, we're going to delete this. Alrighty, so main, we have integer. We don't need this anymore since we don't have our loop. Alright, so we're going to print P. Let's go ahead and move this up. And let's make a space, a couple spaces. Let's just copy and paste this. Simplify our life a little bit. So we're going to print P3, and the one below it, we're going to print the value in our array of 0. And here we're going to go our 0, and here we're going to print our 3. And then we're going to assign a value, a new value for our array. for 3. (101) and let's go ahead and we're going to copy and paste this. So we're going to print pre-3D P3. Good. And let's get rid of our pause. Now what we're going to do is we'll print these values, and then when we print the array again, we're going to print the new value. Or what did I do? I missed something. Let's see. So what we do is we look for our error. I undeclared. Well, that's not good. Let's see, where do we have I? There's I. Oh! I missed that. So just read the error and follow through. And let's try it now without that missing integer. And we should have 1, 5, and then replace the third position in our array with 101, and it's working. Okay, let's make decisions. So we're going to go to Project, Open, and we're going to go to the next one and make a decision side. And we've assigned 2 variables, A and make it 25, and integer B and make it 17. And we're going to print the values, and we're going to, if A is greater than B, which it is, it's going to print A is larger than N. Let's run it. And we should be able to print that out here. So A is larger, which is true. Good. Okay, let's modify the program. It asks us to put minus in front of the 25. And minus in front of the 17. And if it's A is greater than B, in this case it's not because B is greater, and it will not print this out. So let's run it. Okay, it didn't print it out because A is not larger. So let's modify this program here. So what this says, if this is true, do this. If not, do nothing. So let's have it do something if it's incorrect. So we're going to copy this, paste it. Let's clean it up a bit. And we're going to put B is larger. And now I think we have a correct program. And it looks good. B is larger.